A very beautiful afternoon to you wherever you are listening to us. This is the program, The Assembly, of course, listening and watching us. I am Lord Lessef from the highest echelon of the British Empire, and today we are discussing something of magnificent importance, especially as related to the trend in Anambra State, and not just Anambra State, but Nigeria as well. And today, to discuss that, I've got two persons, Prof, of course, the erudite Prof, as well as Mazi Chukde. They are together with us right here in the studio to discuss a very, very, very important topic. But before we get to introduce the topic, let's get to, once again, introduce them. Hi, Prof. How are you doing?
I'm very fine. I'm okay. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How has it been for you? The week? It's been
It's been
great, yeah?
okay. It's been nice.
How are
It's
you
been
counting down to Valentine? I heard you guys take Valentine so seriously right here.
okay. They take Valentine so seriously. I don't.
Well,
I do not consider it as something that is worth celebration. I don't. I see it as nothing.
okay. All right. So
It's
let's go to
nothing.
introduce
Because
you.
love is something that is shown every day. It is in the modus operandi and itinerary of life. So I don't know why there should be a particular day that is mapped out for it. That is nonsense. By the way, I am Prof. Zekwes, HPZ. It's good to be on the show again.
Mazi Chukde, nice having you. I think I should say Happy New Year to you. It's our first time seeing this year. That's true. Whoa. In the second month of the year already. Happy New Year. How has it been for you? I mean the year.
I can thank God for everything.
Yeah.
So
I'm happy you're actually a bit excited to be in this program. Because
yes,
it's been a while.
yes. Yeah, Anatagum, I am back.
You traveled?
Yes, yeah.
So where exactly?
I'm China for my business, my goods.
Okay.
That is what
We
kept
started
me
it. That's
Okay.
kept
All right.
me to a long time.
All right.
now.
Welcome back. So for the sake of those who are just watching us for the first time, you may want to introduce yourself.
Okay, Igbo ndị ọma na-ege ntị, ọmụ nwa Ogbuevi Chukwudi, nwa bụ Ogbuevi nwekwe n'Ọka South niile. Anyị abịagokwe n'ọzọ tata na the assembly. Ka unu sobenye na topic nke anyị ji n'aka tata. Ekenekwe m unu.
All right. So quickly, the national anthem, after which we're going to introduce the topic for today's discourse.
Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
Okay. Today we are discussing a very, very important topic, a topic that has been ravaging and I would say rampaging the youths of this nation, Nigeria. Get rich quick syndrome among Nigerian youths. It's no longer news everywhere on social media how much desperate the youths of Nigeria are in making money, and it can go to any extent, even killing humans to make that money. So today, let's talk about this. It seems to be getting worse by the day because of how much money has been glamorized, especially within this area, southeast or the southern part of Nigeria. Today, let's talk about the get-rich-quick syndrome among the Nigerian youths. Prof, I know you have been seeing lots of posts on the social media about this whole thing that has been happening, especially the rituals, the money rituals where people get to kill people to make money. Not even, I don't know, well, let's not really go into the myth. Oh, I think we should start with that. Let's talk about money ritual though, like how some persons, there's a divided attention right now. Some persons are saying that you really can't kill somebody to make money. And some others are saying that, hey, this money ritual is real. It's been happening and it is happening. What's your take about that?
Rituals, diabolic means, Mephistophelism, barbarism, satanism, all in the quest to become rich, they exist. In as much as we in the academic field have tried our best to prove that such things are poppycockish utterances and regurgitations, they have been proven beyond doubt to be pure. Rituals exist. Going to the diabolic means for money exists, actually. You understand?
Okay.
They exist. But one thing is clear. There is a clear distinction. There is a clear distinguishability. There is a clear difference. There is no equilibrium between money made from effort, money made from daily, through the thick and thin of life, and ritual. There's always difference between them.
I want to hold you there.
Let me say one more thing. Let me say one more thing.
Okay, because I just wanted a clarification of if it is possible or not.
It's possible, of course.
Great.
Then, one last thing.
Okay.
No matter how you do the ritual,
you
can never get $50 billion. Simple.
Oh, well, I think some ritualists may want to disagree with you, though, but I'm sure you're not one. But what do you think about the whole making rituals in order to make money, especially as it involves killing fellow human beings to make money? How is that true? I believe you're very rooted in the tradition of the Igbo land. How feasible is that? How real is that?
That thing do real. Man, obia dozikwa ke na alozima. It's like in India, in appointism as one of the ritualist. Ritualist.
I'm not by any means saying your ritual is, but
you said something.
I'm saying that you are rooted.
So I'm trying to.
Maybe you misunderstood me. I'm trying to say that you're rooted. You should be rooted in the Igbo tradition. So I want to know.
That is because this one you say rooted in Igbo tradition.
No, I want to know if it is actually logical or possible for one to do some money rituals and become rich.
Yes, to my own little understanding, ana agwo for ego, like money ritual.
Yeah.
It exists.
Okay.
It exists to because people kill people for money. With the level of, if not for anything, even Emegodu na social media now has made me, because I used to think that thing is not real, because I started struggling right from my time. I made my own money with my with my struggle. So, but what is happening now between all these Yahoo boys and all that thing, the way they killing and how they, so it make me now think that money ritual is real.
Okay, so you are being forced to thinking or believing that, hey, since people are doing this to make money,
ridiculous,
therefore it should follow that, hey, this thing is real. Now, have you seen anybody that has done such rituals that got some cash?
How can I see, man? Look at that. Or is it see somebody that did, or see where they are doing money?
Someone that already did, that said that I performed such rituals and I got some money.
It is going to be ridiculous for somebody to even accept that he has seen. The highest thing you can say is that you have heard stories.
You see that
you have heard
stories,
hearing stories, hearing the regurgitations of Homo sapiens everywhere is the highest thing you can admit to.
Exactly. So have you heard any
of course I have.
And can you say
it is rampant. It's rampant. And people that do these things are highly opinionated.
Right.
Are you not to know? You asked me a
I'm
question.
trying to help your ignorance, which is as obvious as the Nigeria's reputation in corruption.
Okay, now to help
I said,
well, okay.
No,
I think you both have been able to agree to a certain fact that money rituals do exist, even though you are yet to give me a concrete proof that a certain person did so and so rituals and has gotten money out of it. But that's, by the way, that's settled. It's open.
Can I ask you a question?
As regards money rituals?
As regards money,
how am I supposed to know?
Seen money, I've seen somebody. Police.
I'm not saying you should mention. I'm only saying, have you seen someone that was made rich out of such rituals?
I've not seen. I've not seen.
All right. Well, it's settled among us here that money rituals do exist. Now, let's talk about the get-rich-quick syndrome among the youths.
Okay.
Now, it's crazy. I'm sure you all have youths under your care, either as children or as people you take care of. Now, how would you I don't know. It keeps getting crazy by the day, keeps increasing by the day. Prof, I think you are more enlightened, so I would love to know your take about the whole money ritual, starting first of all from what could be leading a youth who should be the future of the country's tomorrow into such I don't know how to classify the act. It's not only barbaric, it is inhumane, it is despondent. You can
very
name
bad.
it whatever you want to name
Be
it.
very bad.
What do you think about that, Prof? I'm sure this beats your imagination.
Well, it doesn't beat my imagination.
Oh, great.
It is something I've been looking into for years.
Looking into what?
I've been looking into it for years. I've been trying to, I've been studying it, not trying to study it for years.
And up to now, no solution yet.
Listen, of course there are solutions. Every problem has a solution.
Okay.
Nigeria is the only country I have seen
Okay.
where options, directions, there are, okay, let me put it this way. Nigeria is the only country I've seen where there are discrepancies in every issue. And every single issue leads to another issue. If you talk about this ritual thing, the first thing that comes to your mind is influence. Influence, peer influence. These days, in Delta State, some days or weeks ago or thereabout, some little children, 14, 16, 18, were caught. They were arraigned and assembled for ritual. They were trying to do what? Rituals. Imagine, at 14, 16, 18. Now, another thing that can cause this thing is greed. Greed is bad. When you see, not really greed, not everybody has that sense, tendency of greed. Another thing I would say is the desire for felicity, the desire for rampacious enthusiasm, the desire for Epicureanism, to stand on the line of Epicureanism. Excuse me. What I'm trying to say is this. Oh yeah, thank you very much. When you see people on the road, especially people you have known all along, you see them in cars and you're still trekking. And the first thing that will come to your mind is, how did you make it? You understand? Asking them questions, they can lure you. Most times, people don't know that they are going into these rituals. It's like a stratagem. It's like a subterfuge. It's like a scam. Not necessarily a scam. You understand? That is why they say the best way to describe a fake is an unadulterated replica. You understand? A faultless replica. So most people who do these things don't know they are doing it. Another reason for ritual is protection. Protection. People can go to a very ridiculous extent in being superstitious. They believe that they're not just going there to make money. I hope you know. They are looking for money and the power. Because if you have money and you have no power, if you have power and you have no money, it counts for nothing. Just like in Africa, the people who are in power have no idea. The people who have idea have no power. That's the same thing. So, 1 is peer influence, 2 is greed, 3 is the desire to join the line, 4 is Epicureanism, that call of Epicureanism. And number 5, I can call it youthful exuberance. Exuberance. You want to do something, you want to do something, you want to do something. Check most people who have gotten into trouble, most people who have done ridiculous things. Even if they are old, you discover that the strength in them, the virility, the felicity in them is pushing them like let us do something. You get it? But of course there are repercussions to it.
Yeah, definitely.
There are reverberations in the highest order.
Yeah, there are consequences to such actions actually. So I would love you, Mazi, to let's look at such consequences. He has reeled out about 5-6 problems or reasons why people actually get involved in such. And I want to believe it won't be any different from the reasons he would give. So now let's talk about the consequences of such actions.
What are the consequences?
You understood what consequences are, right?
Okay, I want them. Na mejela kwa Abraham mke consequence. Consequence kwa disadvantage. Consequence na aduna iwe ogwu ego no this ritual aneme. There's a lot of consequence. Okay. Because number 1, ekwensu duo wolaka ninye iwe. Owolaka ekpe natakwa ya. Even though na money what actually if devil give you anything devilish, anything ego, anything or ajo has repercussion. Number 1 is that all these people, Bandu Yahoo, Mandu ritualists, that use their children or use people or use any kind of person for ritual, at the end of the day, every charm that somebody did for money requires continuous sacrifice.
Okay,
to
yeah,
keep it
yeah. You
working.
mentioned Yahoo. I think I've been hearing that Yahoo a whole lot, and I think there is this Yahoo Plus or something like that.
Yes.
Now, I don't know what does this actually mean, because to an extent I'm confused about that term. What does it actually mean?
This is all these children that used to use computer to dupe white people. No, to
internet fraudsters.
Yes, internet fraudsters.
Fraudsters, yeah, right. Okay. Oh, okay.
So they call them Yahoo Plus people.
All
Are you
right,
getting me? So most of these things naming internet, you see you see one young girl, a belly, or you see the people, they will cut off their parts. They are being done by those people because they believe that once you use blood, you use human blood for this thing, that bigger money will come. But one of the things that cause one year is that our society, the society I know now, does not question people's sources of wealth now.
Great. I'm glad you came to the society, because I was about to ask Prof the societal roles that they play to leading to or not leading to such actions from the youths. Now let's talk about how the society affects such get-rich-quick syndrome among the youths, Prof.
What exactly is the question?
Whoa. I mean, how does the society affect either leading a youth into committing such atrocity or discouraging the youth into committing such atrocity? Like, what's the role the society plays?
And now wait, Prof, what has you born? Game one go lao kwa nine.
You don't get it.
Josie, what has you born?
You don't get it.
Yeah, I ain't no kwa in.
I find it funny. See, I find it funny that we are referring to the society. I see nothing about the society in this issue.
About society. On your wait, let me come to that question.
Oh, I think you understood it better, right?
Number one is that every society should be involved in a way. Is that the society we are now, the kind of society I know now, are you getting me?
Great.
Anything, there's something they call questioning people's sources of wealth.
Exactly.
Our society these days they encourage hard work. So that thing alone, because on a youth, that one alone is enough to push the youth, because everybody will want to do the remake, everybody will want to showcase. I don't know if they are getting
what's that Dorime? I've heard a lot about that.
Enjoyment, luxury. You see one small boy. Okay. I'm coming. In the olden days, before before they'll give you a title, I am going to do how good. Traces, but now any little boy that make any small million of dollars, they will give him one chieftaincy title without questioning the sources of that person's wealth. So all these things lead to the killing and this ritual, how this thing ritual they make these days now. So that is what I'm. So each that side, we society equally. So somewhere or one way or the other.
All right, we'll go for a break, but before then, know that you can actually partake in this conversation. You can actually place a call across from the phone number showing on your screen. Call us and tell us your take about this whole ugly trend of get-rich-quick syndrome among the youths. Do stay with us. I'll be right back. Still on the program, The Assembly, and today we are discussing the get-rich-quick syndrome among the youth. And in case you're out there watching us live on Facebook at Anambra Broadcasting Service or wherever within the country, you can as well call the number showing on your screen to get a push put your voice, lend your voice on this particular issue that is about to eat up the society. Call us and tell us what you think could be the solution, because of course we know the problems, but what could be the solution remains the question. And of course, I have Mazi Chukde and Prof. Zekwes right here in the studio, and together we are making sense of this whole scenario. Okay, okay, I think let's get to see if we have some calls. All right, before we get the calls, not just the villages, conferring chieftaincy titles on the exactly, yeah, because I know that the church as well might just be encouraging this.
What we should have said is, I don't really see it as society's contribution, you understand?
Yeah.
What we would have said is how society appreciates this thing, how society gives rise, helps this thing to push up. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
think they're the same thing now.
I don't really think that's the same.
I think we have a call right here. Hi, good afternoon.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon. Who's that? Hello, good afternoon. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, great. What's your name?
My name is Daniel. WWE on television, Monday Night Raw.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Reckless beings we have right here. He's talking about WWE, like when there's a program going on. These are people that do not understand life generally, and they can just think that they can go into anything and come out of it scot-free.
Maybe
go ahead,
just waking up from sleep.
Somebody who should be remanded in juvenile delinquency depending on his age. As I was saying,
let's have a call.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon. Are you there? Good afternoon. All right, I think you go ahead.
Now, of course, everywhere has been infiltrated. Cardioteratogenes are everywhere, infested with death and filth here and there, including the church, including the society, including the markets. Every damn place we go is infiltrated. That is why.
Go ahead.
That is why you see people. The society doesn't want to know. Even parents. Not just society. You see a mother, perhaps, maybe mentality, the kind of modus operandi, the kind of channeling that the cerebrum, the kind of channeling that the modus oblongata has acclimatized to for donkey years. Poverty. Once they see money, they don't want to know whether you have killed somebody. All they are doing is Chineke, God has done it again. That is the issue.
That is
now,
the same thing,
people no longer question source of wealth. Like you said, that's a very vital and salient point. They don't question wealth any longer. But nevertheless, be it as it may, for me, rituals exist. We have said that. Causes of rituals continue to increase every day. Joblessness, you understand?
Thank you.
Joblessness is
because they want it quick.
You understand?
They don't want to work.
And then ignorance is another cause. Ignorance. When you know the consequence, that is why I say, in fact, another thing that we need to do when it comes to an imperative, when it comes to a categorical imperative, when it comes to corrective imperative, when it comes to a panacea, when it comes to something that will bring about the end of this, we will talk about the government making rules, making good rules. Because any law you make that has no reverberation, any law you make that has no consequence of breaking it, or any repercussion of breaking it, is not a law. You understand? So that's what we are trying to say. Another issue is internet fraud, which is called Yahoo. That one is a very, very rampant issue. It is just trending everywhere. It's the latest trend everywhere. To the extent that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has launched a new app on how to report Yahoo, and I believe that if everybody's hands are on deck, we'll have a positive result very soon.
Okay, so I believe the society, they are trying to put in some measures to checkmate such fraudulent actions within the society. But now let's talk about other possible solutions to this, because we can keep reading out the problem over and over again and never get exhausted. But how do we actually checkmate this? How do we put a stall to such issue in the society? Okay. I think, let me go with you, Mazi.
If we should go back,
if you ask me, that's a favorite. If you ask me,
okay, if you ask me, so no problem. Are we taking the call?
Let's see if we have someone reasonable enough. Hi, good afternoon. Is anyone there? Are you there? Okay, I don't think he or she's ready for us. Go
All
ahead.
right. So
If you ask me.
if you ask me, Prof, so like I was saying,
Yeah.
if you ask me,
Thank
so what the problem is that let us encourage hard work these days. You got to go. Let us encourage hard because people now, youth now value hard work. You want quick money, quick money. You want to me or egaso. Are you getting me?
Right.
So one point more man, or just this one point. Let the society, or rather government, encourage hard work.
Okay.
So that is my own.
Okay, how do they encourage hard work? Because of course, you won't tell me that they ain't encouraging hard work. So how do they encourage hard work? That should be the question. Hi, good afternoon. Are you there? Okay, what's your name? What is your name if you're with us? Can you hear me? Okay, if you want to call, it's as simple as you tuning down the volume on your television set so we don't get to hear me and also hear me from your own end. Okay, so just tune it down. By the way, on Facebook we have some comments right here. I think I will just take this particular one that is topping. It's from Francis Mabasa. He or she is saying that money ritual is a scam and doesn't exist. Well, as I said initially, it's a divided opinion. However it exists or not, I think shouldn't be so much of a bother. The main thing is how to stop people from going out there to kill people for the sake of money and other things they do in order to make such money. Okay, you were saying something, Prof.
Yes. To add to what he said, see, number one is joblessness, like I said.
Yeah.
When you have jobs, I can remember there was a time when jobs are made available. As you're completing your education, you're going to get your job.
Yes, then.
Right now, there are no jobs. There
That's
is
the
nothing to appreciate the effort of someone.
That is
These days, when you come
encouragement.
into the local markets, when you come into the arena of handiwork, things are going into obscurity. Things are going into extinction. What is the reason? People are running away from handiwork.
Yes.
Tailoring, everybody is running away. Vulcanizing, everybody is running away. Buying and selling, people are running away. Importing and exporting of goods, they're running away. Everybody is going where? Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo.
Because they believe
now,
yes.
The issue is, one, before the government can set out
Hi, good afternoon. Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Hello, what's your name?
Hello?
What is your name?
Yes, good afternoon.
Afternoon, what's your name?
My name is Richard.
Is your TV on? Oh, we're having issues with it. Okay.
As I was saying, well, these things do confuse me sometimes. As I was saying, if jobs are made available,
Yeah.
I keep saying this, and it is beginning to appear like I am the greatest pessimist in the history of Nigeria. If jobs are made available, if the refineries of Nigeria are working, if the we have bitumen in Ondo State, we have coal in Enugu State, we had refineries at LMA, Lessef or something. If these things start working, that can employ millions, tens of millions of people, you will discover that Nigerians are too small to work for Nigeria. That is why you see a place like Canada, a place like London, every week they are looking for vacancy. It's not that they keep on posting vacancy because they are creating more jobs. Those who are retiring are going away. And
Excuse me, I think we have a clearer call right now. Hi, good afternoon. What's your name? Good afternoon.
Hello?
What's your name?
My name is Ndubisi.
Great. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kosovo.
Okay, so do you want to speak Igbo or you want to continue in English?
What I'm saying is that the government is trying to do their best and getting children to what they're supposed to do, and the religious leaders do also the same thing to tell them the truth. There has been Nigeria where there is a lot of atrocities. People are dying, people are killing government, even when they come to the people who are being involved in those crimes, they don't punish them. There is no law. There is no law that people are punished. There is no law. Everybody leaders of government, and some of them are speaking the poverty. Very bad. No work, not nothing. So people are looking really forward. You need any news to get more. You see, when you give somebody something doing, or give somebody work, and that person, you know how you work, you know how you travel, you try to make it easier for you. Whereas when somebody who feels you know nothing at all. Someone is looking for anything. It's showing for things who are looking for God-fearing children. People are saying God-fearing children. That people are not left. That is people that are just trying to do what is right by involving themselves in other work and take them something to do. Government should try their best and engage those people to do the work.
Okay. Okay. Yes,
All right.
Thank you. All right. Now, let us leave the government out of it. Obviously, we know
there's
that.
another part
At
that
least that
we
guy
have not
too
we have
was
not talked
making
about.
points.
Okay.
Talking about internet fraud, what is the reason? Let us be honest. What is the reason why internet fraud, aka Yahoo, is trending in Nigeria? Because the people who are supposed to be at the mountain Olympus, the people who are supposed to bring about the end of this thing are exacerbating the situation. Okay. They are the ones invigorating this situation. What am I insinuating? This kind of topic requires anonymous. It requires pseudonyms because you don't have to mention anybody's name. Okay. But it's an obvious thing. It is apparent. What do I mean? The people who are supposed to be leaders are watching these things happen because those who are at the helm, those who are doing the main Yahoo Plus, there are those in politics. There are people who are our leaders today who brought these things into Nigeria. Yeah. Number two, there are those who are lawmakers today, who are partakers, who are big shareholders in this internet fraud. That is why every day they keep passing series of bills, unquantifiable bills in National Assembly to stop internet fraud, but it is just ridiculous. It's just like a joke.
Well, I think you're just making some allusions.
I am not making allusions.
Let me call it allegation right
now. Not allegations. It's a fact.
You have no facts. You have no proof to the facts.
Listen, I can give you proof.
I don't think you can.
After this show, I'll give you proof.
No, I don't think you can actually. If you can give the proof.
As I was saying, please. As I was saying. Listen. If people listen, if we have let me just give you an example. JJ Rollins, ruled Ghana. He came in. Our money is disappearing.
Excuse me. Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? What's your name? Okay, go ahead. You want to speak Igbo or you prefer going in English? Or communicate with him then.
No. Only by ngwane ku na na ni neku. I ni no. Ngwa anyị opinion ni. Okay. Ngwa anyị na-ege ntị. Anyị na ezigbo mmadụ. Anyị na n'iwi na-ekwu. Ị na-abala ugwu Hausa. Ngudodu, ngwa gwa anyị go straight to the point ka ị gwa anyị opinion ị na-atọpụ. Yes.
Ndị nne na nna ha bụ number one.
Yes.
Ndị nne na nna bụ number one.
Anyị na n'iwi na-ekwu.
Ebe o ji ahụ nnọpụta ego ị gaghị ya kedu ebe ego adị.
Thank you.
Nwatakịrị nwa 24 years pụta ego onye ezi agaghị akpa nwa 24 years nwa 23 years akpa ụkpụrụ lụọ dị nnabata ya.
Yes.
Mmeri ije adị ya kedu ebe ego adị kedu ka isi ikpe ego kedu enyi mere. So a ga-ebidozi na nne na nna
Okay. All right. Arinze nwanne m Arinze. Eziokwu. Mgbe ga Arinze so Arinze anyị anụghị ikwu.
Okay, there was something I think he said that, you know, if I got him clearly, because I'm getting to understand Igbo by bits gradually. So he said that the money that someone that is 80 years would make or can't make, someone that is 23 years would make it.
Yes.
Well, we should understand that. I think Igbo call it akaraka, like
Yes,
destiny differs.
Destiny
actually.
differs.
But all this, I understand.
As I was saying,
what were you saying?
Somebody was arrested, a criminal who was involved in internet fraud, international one at that, was arrested. When the FBI or whatever they are called, we are interrogating this person. He mentioned the names of so many past leaders and present leaders of Nigeria here who are his sponsors. What has happened? Nothing. That is why I said that people at the helm of affairs who are supposed to be stopping these things are the people invigorating them.
Yeah.
Number 2, if rules are passed, you say, if you're caught doing this, this is the consequence. You have a jail term. You have something like a purge. You have something like a punishment. You have something that you do to any person you catch doing this. What happens? People will begin to turn a new leaf. There will be a transmutation. There will be a transmogrification. There will be a tremendous overhaul. And they'll keep on going round. But when you continue rigmaroling, when you continue to fool yourself, when you continue to go around issues without saying something reasonable, it continues to go. I can tell you, the percentage of Yahoo boys, as they are called, the percentage of Yahoo boys continues to increase as the days go by.
Okay. Well, it's an unfortunate fact, though. But
thank God.
While we are rounding off,
I've told you.
While we are
I'm
rounding
going
off,
to give you facts after this show.
I doubt you can actually. While we are rounding off, you know, I want us to briefly talk about how youths actually encourage fellow youths into such. Okay.
Good.
How youths encourage fellow youths into such. I don't know either of you that has. Is anyone here? Good afternoon. What's your name? He's not ready for us. Okay.
How do youths encourage fellow youths?
Yeah.
Simple. Oppression. Now, let us
oppression what?
Oppression. That is what they call it on the street. Oppression.
Okay.
What am I trying to say? I mean, you don't need to tell somebody anything. You don't need to force him into doing it. All you need to do is imagine a very intelligent student in the class back then who has been so ebullient, so scrupulous in performing his academic duties. Then the person believes that I have to work hard. Every single thing I make today must be accompanied by my effort. And this person sees an idiot on the road. Let me not use an idiot. Somebody, sees somebody who has never been serious in life carrying a car or carrying something on the road. What happens? The person will say, come on, does it mean that everything I have been reading in school, does it mean that all my does it mean that all my time being a liberal cubicularist, being a lucubrationist and a lucubrationist is a waste of time? Does it mean that me perusing the pericopes of my books and my encyclopedias has been a waste of time? What happens? The person will say, "One, show me the way." What is the way? This kind of thing. When you see car, once you are inside an air-conditioned car, listen, your head will come down. Your head will come down. You begin to accept whatever they are saying. As you are accepting whatever they are saying, you will see yourself doing things that you cannot do. What is the danger of creating a beast? The beast will rise up and bite even you that created the beast.
Good analogy, I would say. Even though I think the youth that sees a problem with another youth who is driving a car and wants to drive that car with that youth in the same manner at which that youth got that car, the problem is with the other youth who is saying that way. But that's
another one, please. Very, very important.
Briefly, very briefly.
Intimidation. You can have a girlfriend and you're not rich. Another person who has money will take the girlfriend away from you. You, in a bid to retaliate, you will say, what do you have to do? Somebody, and then If you listen to a girl that was raped, for example, at that point, she's vulnerable. You understand? She's prone to any kind of thing. Once that kind of anger has overshadowed your brain, you're no longer listening like whatever you are. Whoever it is that what you want to listen to now is what you want to hear. You don't want to hear any nonsense. Somebody will come to you and say, hey, he's nasty, babe. Why? You don't have money. Come on, let's go. They will take you to a temple, a shrine. They will take you there. Excuse me. They will take you there. Now, to get back at the person who has taken, excuse me, who has collected your girlfriend from you, what do? You do either ritual or do the Yahoo or internet fraud or cyber crime. From there you get money. You will even want to do more. You will even want to sacrifice more.
This analogy, you are taking it.
Than the person.
I'm taking this analogy rather too personally, though.
But
that's by the way. And in 30 seconds, in 30 seconds, just give an advice to the youths out there. In 30 seconds, use the Igbo, not you, the Igbo language to give an advice to the youths out there quickly. 15 seconds now.
All right. Igbo ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Una we going topic nke anyị ji n'aka. I really mean youth and advice. Biko kenenu kwụsị na ugbu ụmụ nwaanyị anyị for money ritual. Kwụsị na igwe oke ọgwụ oke ite ọgwụ ego for na na-eme maka na ekwensu asị na alụsị niile bụ na-elie mkpi ya nataka na-achọ iwe na-achọ wọlịwọlị bụzikwa n'isi onye nwụ nọ ka ọ na-achọ unu nwe kenenu ndidi n'ebelu na olisa bi n'igwe anya na alụsị na onye chukwu si akụ oyibo lienu ya ekwe mmiri ọya.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Martin Chukdi, and thank you, viewer out there who have been watching us. I much appreciate you. And one thing I have to say is that be patient.
Yes.
Be patient, definitely. The trees that are slow to grow produce the best of fruits. I am Lord Lessef from the highest echelon of the British Empire. Until next Friday, we say to you, bye.
Bye. Bye.